know, the first thing about showing up at the racetrack, always early in the morning, and it's almost this like quiet before the storm. Seeing all the teams, you know, unpacking the race cars, taking off the covers, and getting to see all the different colors around the paddock. The smell of race fuel in the morning, I mean, it's one of my favorite smells, even though I'm probably losing brain cells, but it just smells so damn good, you know? What excites me most about racing is obviously the speed, the adrenaline, the constant competition, the close proximity to other cars, and the feeling of constantly pushing myself to go faster and faster. It's a lot of the mental game, but on top of that, I mean, all the fans in the paddock, getting to meet all the girls who have found inspiration from me, getting to meet fans who have been following me through my journey throughout the years. I mean, it's always so heartwarming to meet them.
She's very, very open-minded, willing to listen, and of course, you can't just do that for so long unless you see the results. We've been lucky enough to work together and, you know, have a very good relationship on, off the racetrack, and we trust each other. I trust she's going to do what I tell her, and she trusts, you know, me to tell her what to do. And I think that's why this relationship have, you know, gelled really early on, and like we have kept developing, and we now start seeing really, really great results from that. That we have a very good relationship, trust in the bottom, and we keep working hard, and we get a lot out of it because of the trust between us. It's good.
I'm Jon Edwards. I'm a BMW factory driver, and I'm a new driver in the number 38. I got to know Samantha a little bit over the past couple of years as she started ramping up her involvement with BMW. Obviously now she's been announced as a BMW brand ambassador, and so our connection through BMW has been there over the past year or two, but this weekend is the first weekend that I've gotten to share a car with her, see how she works, and you know, see her process a little bit.
Take two. Last year was a bit of somewhat of a half season. I didn't get a lot of track time due to the supply chain issues that arose out of COVID. I mean, we were still feeling the effects of that, especially with a lot of the car parts that we needed for the GT3. So unfortunately, I remember we had to skip NOLA because we were missing parts, and then we finally got the program together to go to VIR like mid-year in June. And I got crashed into, and it was the biggest disappointment because I know we worked so hard to put the car back together, and just to be there, everything that it took to just be there and race, and we got taken out in literally the first 10 minutes. I mean, we basically had to sit out of the rest of the SRO America season. I did get the opportunity to race at the 24-hour of Barcelona because we did have our second GT3 car in Europe, but midway, like shortly after midway through the race, our engine blew. Just happens in endurance racing, right? But again, like another big disappointment. But you know, that just happens in racing. Racing is a literal emotional roller coaster. There's high highs and the super low lows, and that's just part of the sport. But you know, when we put that all behind us, we knew we had great pace. We knew we were working really hard. We brought it all together in Indy, and we won in our class. So that just goes to show the resilience, the perseverance, the dedication that the team has. You know, coming into this year, full new season, we're doing a whole season of SRO America, a whole season of SRO Europe, as well as a few Europe races in the BMW. Full new team, a lot of things changing. I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, we're doing things very differently than we did in the past, and I think there's a lot to learn from here, and I'm just excited for the future. So, Sonoma, GT Sonoma. It was our very first race of the season for GT World Challenge America at Sonoma Raceway. We were running 3 cars, so I had the M4 GT3, and then we ran 2 cars in GT4 America, the BMW M4 GT4s, the brand new ones. And I overall think we did really, really well given everything. I mean, it was chaotic to say the least. It's a whole new team, lots of new faces. We've got Marco and we've got Uri on my car, and I don't sadly even know the name for my tire guy yet. I mean, again, there's like so many moving parts during a weekend, and unfortunately I did not get to introduce myself. Everybody's been working together really, really well. The atmosphere is amazing, so I just know we're gonna do great this year. We did have John and Chandler back in the car, which is super nice to have them back in the fam, as well as Robert Now and Chris Allen in the other GT4. I also was joined by Jon Edwards, BMW factory driver, in my car, and I think we freaking killed it, honestly. From going from barely racing last year to doing 2 full seasons in both SRO America and SRO Europe, I'm just so excited to be learning so many things and to have so much seat time. We've got so many experienced people on the team. Like I cannot wait to learn all the little like nuances that Jon Edwards has on like driving, and like I feel like I'm honestly unlearning some bad habits that I've picked up over the past few years. But again, just like being able to learn from very experienced people, I'm very excited about, as well as I'm so privileged to be able to race both a BMW and a Ferrari in Europe. If I wasn't ready, I simply would not have the opportunity. We're looking forward to the rest of the season. You know, head down, keep pushing.